Hey man, what's up, y'all? Hey, back in another video. Practicing the rise of racist black people in 2024. Appreciate all the support y'all been giving me, bro. Last video, man. Feel me? I'm at 88 subscribers support right now. Just 100, man. 100 by the end of the month. You hear me? Alright, but I ain't wasting much of time. Let's get straight to it.
Blacks can't be racist is the dumbest thing I've heard since the flat earth theories. Or
First of all, as a black person, if you're saying blacks, you are a part of that group. You are part of you is racist too. Cause no same black person saying blacks. That sounds so crazy, like blacks. It don't sound human. Anyway.
Or even veganism. Wait, we rock with the animals over here. Shout out vegans.
Eat your vegetables!
But I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this.
Wait.
Or this.
My ling ling.
Cause although, hey, you don't see these parts of content that straight, but I did not see this blow up. For ling ling is crazy. Now, black people could definitely be racist though. Definitely, they get racist to black people, white people, as you see, Asian people. Ling ling. Kevin Hart.
Vegetables!
Explain yourself.
But I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this.
Wait.
Bro, you know how crazy it is to bow from an Asian person just to do it? Why is Ben the Don there?
Or this.
My ling ling. My ling.
This. Or this. Wait, no, that's not racist. The man Kevin Hart literally walked up to this Asian and said, Bao Ching Ye.
Bao Ching Ye. What?
And I didn't see this get addressed not one time anywhere. But you know damn well if an Asian person was coming out here talking about some yo, eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, the black community would be swiftly on that ass in absolutely no time. And that goes to show, low-key black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half absolutely no time. And that goes to show, low-key black
people. What is this? Oh my gosh, my goat hair is literally thinning. Shout out Ray, I've been watching him for like 6 years. Like 6 years. Bro, his hair is thinning. Oh my gosh. It used to be longer. Oh my gosh. It's actually over. Call it quits, my nigga.
Black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half Japanese, the most in-my-face racism I ever experienced came from the black community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor.
Tough.
People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a Street Fighter character, thinking shit was sweet. And while I can always appreciate a good roast session, trust me, I'm not that soft. That don't mean it's not racist. But the weird thing about it is that there is a small subsection in the black community that truly believes that black people cannot be racist.
I didn't say him because he kind of
at all. So today we're going to be finding out for ourselves. First, we're going to see if we can be racist towards other minorities, and then we're going to see if black people can be racist towards white.
Y'all know about Skate 3, bro, the best skating game.
And then by the end of the video, we're going to finally be able to answer the question, can black people truly be racist? Now let's get started. Other minorities. Now on average, throughout my experience, I feel like black people really like Asians or Asian culture. I mean, the fact that we have movies like the Rush Hour series really shows the solidarity between black and Asian people. But on the other hand, in the black community, there is a section that spreads a lot of Asian hate. A couple years ago, we had the Stop Asian Hate movement in the Asian community, and a lot of those violent attacks didn't just come from white people. It was, at least from what I've seen, coming from African Americans. And it's weird because as soon as you call out any anti-Asianness within the black community, it kind of gets brushed off. Asians being seen as the little bro of all races is somewhat normalized. South Asians catch it the worst.
What race would you not date?
Indian. Yeah, Indian.
Bro, you go on Twitter and you search Indian, bro, you will find the most racist people to exist. Bro, Twitter is crazy. The Indian hate on there, bro.
Indians.
I just want to date them.
The amount of Indian jokes, the 7-Eleven curry smell type of jokes is actually insane. And while I can admit that certain stereotypical humor can be funny at times, the same regurgitated nonsense is just not. Obviously, it's not just the black community who does this, you know, white people do it too. But the moment you call it out in the black
community, you know, my take on it is like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's not funny. No, it's funny, for sure, it's funny, I ain't gonna lie, it's funny. But when people be racist towards black people, it'll be funny too. Now, if somebody killing and dying, see the Asian hate, the Asian crime, like that's crazy. Like they weird. Like they're obviously being jailed. But like, I don't know, like
Black community. It's a problem and you're generalizing everybody, but obviously I know that everybody doesn't do it. And I feel like when people change the conversation, it almost comes off as if black people can't do anything wrong. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So if I was to make fun of a minority, for example, like a Mexican, not to catch this stray, no offense, I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism is an institution. It's not a feeling.
People don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Discrimination and or prejudice based on race is racism, dickhead. Try again. Damn. If we look at the definition, it is literally synonymous. I don't know what you're cooking. You're cooking with something, but you're not cooking. The grill is burning, the house is on fire, and this shit is gonna look like Chernobyl back in like brief intermission. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you've seen my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video.
People can't be racist. Yeah, they certainly can be. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I love you, but black people cannot be racist. We can only be extremely prejudiced.
I don't understand, my guy. Like,
it's so funny. Look at this. So confident yet so wrong. You were so confident yet so wrong. How?
that is literally synonymous with the definition. If you are racist towards somebody based on the color of the skin, that is prejudice, that is discriminatory.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person can be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced.
Common sense. Oh my god, we found common sense. Hooray. Yes, we did it. We did it. In conclusion, if you're black, you can be racist towards other minority groups, and it does need to be addressed. I think in order to truly stop this and stand in solidarity with
Star Wars games or Lego games are trash.
Other minority groups, you cannot be derogatory towards them. And if you want to think on a more like actually relevant scale, protests where you need other people's support in order to drive certain messages, the biggest goal is become allies with different communities rather than being discriminatory towards them and then say, oh, it's not racist. But now that we got the minorities out the way, let's talk about if black people can be racist to white people.
I ain't gonna lie. Is the Mexican, is that racist? Yeah. What y'all think about that? Like, I'm trying to think of like a comparison. So imagine, do-rags. Like white people wear a do-rag or Asian people wear a do-rag. Is that crazy? Probably is.
White people. Also, I filmed this video in like 2 parts, so if you see me switch to a new location right now, this is the other part of it. Now get out of here. We all know the heinous racist acts committed by white people throughout history, such as being the world-famous inventors of things like plantations, segregation, modern-day hoods, and things like the treadmill. If you didn't know, the treadmill was actually based on slavery. It was literally for treading mill, and I believe that it was first invented by the British as like a prison punishment. Slave owners seen that and was like, let's make the black people do it. I mean, everyone should have a special amount of hatred in their hearts for racists in general, but there's been a talking point that you cannot be racist to white people, or even that racism to white people doesn't count and it's acceptable. It just doesn't make sense that you could tell a black person that they look like charcoal and that's racist, but you tell a white person they look like mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that would be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that
mayonnaise monkey?
That would be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Names for the uncolored.
Snow possums, snow roaches, enemies of the sun.
Sugar cane snatchers, cornstarch crusaders.
Chalk demons, people of no color. Ice rats. Mayo sapiens, skin cancer magnets, mayo monkeys. Greek
chalk demons, ice rats, skin cancer magnets, mayo monkeys.
He's one of the top two racist people of all time. How could you come up with this? This is insane work. I ain't gonna lie.
Gentrification gorillas.
Not so silent colonization cockroach. Gentrification.
Inverted nick. Dude, you had way too much time on your hands. Even though they don't have historical background and it's not the exact same as calling somebody a real life racial slur, being discriminatory towards somebody based on the color of their skin is racism. Now, some people also say that white people can't face racism because it's not systemic, meaning that like the systems in place were not meant to tear down white people, therefore they can't face racism. Now, that is all the justifications that I've heard for racism against white people. So now we're gonna check out some of the opinions that other people have and see like the systems in.
I mean,
I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Names for the uncolored. Sugar cane snatchers, cornstarch crusaders.
I don't know.
I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Names for the uncolored.
No.
Place we're not meant to tear down white people, therefore they can't face racism. Now that is all the justifications that I've heard for racism against white people. So now we're going to check out some of the opinions that other people have and see if we disagree or agree with their line of thinking.
I don't think it's possible to be racist towards white people.
Racism was invented by white people.
These white people are invited to cookout. They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our communities. I'm just kidding. I'm just using the same rhetoric.
When white people are going through hardship, they're not as sensitive to it as you would be to a black community. In general, like white people, the privilege behind that.
What? Nani? When white people go through hardship, they're not as sensitive?
How would you define racism?
Racism is judging or seeing yourself differently from somebody else because of the color of your skin.
What you mean? Motherfucker, if I look at my skin and see I'm darker than you and you're lighter than me, I'm racist? What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Is it okay to be prejudiced towards white people then? Sure. Is it okay to have...
I mean, hey, if he's...
Is it okay to be prejudiced towards white people then? Sure.
Why is he so cool with it? If you so cool with it, if you white, you cool with people just being racist towards you, he most definitely is spamming the ER every single day. 24/8. Like he's spamming.
Is it okay to have...
I mean, hey, if he's the spokesperson for all white people, by all means, I don't really care. Let me get off all the white jokes I can then, if it's okay. In my opinion, I feel like prejudice against anybody...
See? Exactly. Exactly. See? This is exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
Is automatically going to be wrong.
A lot of people these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse cowgirling racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only one racism. Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion, we discuss different minorities and even white people racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it. Reverse racism is going to be wrong.
A lot of people these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse.
Oh, I know what they mean. See, halal, but yeah, halal. How you say it, bro? You understand? They mean reverse racism, like I guess when you think of racism, I guess you think of like slavery and all that, like first, right? So it's like when black people be racist to a white, it's like reversing it, because that's been like the history of racism, like white people being racist. I guess that's what
reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse.
Nah, it's real in a sense, like it depends on what context it is, like, you feel me?
Cowgirling
racism, like you said, but
racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only one racism. Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion, we discuss different minorities and even white people in order to answer the question, can black people truly be racist towards minorities or white people? And the answer is hell yeah. I don't know what you expected to hear from me other than the most common sense there is. Now, I truly believe the people who genuinely believe that black people can't be racist are just looking for an excuse or a way to be discriminatory or prejudiced towards a person without being labeled as a racist. These people know deep down that regardless of what they say, the excuses that they're using is literally just a wall to hide behind the fact that they want to be offensive without trying to face the consequences. Black people can be racist. Like this video, let me know what you guys only form of racism.
Hey, look, if we talk about it, black people are more racist towards black people than any other race, bro. We commit hate crimes to each other every single day. But hey man, appreciate y'all reacting to the video, bro. With me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, subscribe, share, all that, bro. Hey, I'll see y'all in the next one, though.